Hi, I'm Michelle. My business is Hoam Build Ltd. We are based in West London and we specialise in loft conversions, extensions and complete home renovations.
My name is Heidi. I run No Limit Scaffolding Services Ltd with my husband, and we are based in South London.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. My company is called Plastering Ltd and we specialise in internal wall installation, external wall installation, dry lining and plastering, and we're based in South Wales.
So what are you into constructing? You were saying like building,
Yeah, so we do lofts, extensions, complete home renovations.
What's the name of your company?
Hoam Build. It's spelt funny though, because it's an acronym of our family names.
Aww.
So my two daughters' names at the start, Harlow and Ophelia, and then Alan, my partner, and Michelle.
Oh, that's lovely.
So we worked that out. That kind of sounded like home, sort of like home. Yeah, so it's Hoam Build.
Yeah, no, that's lovely.
Yeah, and we sort of like put it together we had a business before, and we had to close that up. And so in COVID, and I was sort of like doing the like admin for it before and all the invoicing, all the stuff. No, it was called Build Up London.
Oh, so it was still in like sort of the construction.
Yeah, it was same business. And then and then I got made. I was like sort of working as a private PA for a billionaire, doing that, but doing that
as well,
side because I had a lot of free time. And then got made redundant. COVID happened, and we were just like, you know what? I'm just going to come up with the brand. We're going to work together. My dad was a builder. I always work on the tools and take over his business. But 20 years ago, it wasn't really, especially in a commercial industry, it wasn't really, women weren't really in it. So
no,
I was like, you know what? Let's do this.
Yeah,
you and me. So yeah. That's how it sort of started.
So you work with your husband as well?
Yeah. We're not married yet.
Oh, okay.
He's got engaged, but we've been
I was saying to that earlier, it might be a good podcast to get the husband and wives that work together to do a podcast. It might be quite interesting.
That would actually, I was pretty funny. He would be quite good on a podcast.
Because to understand for your business, your relationship is you are the own business. He works for you, doesn't he?
He does, yeah.
So your partner works for you, which in the standard model or the way it's been in the past, it'd be the man's business.
Yeah.
And the woman works for him. So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I love that.
The opposite way.
Yeah.
Boss babe.
Thank you. Yeah. Try to be.
Others, I mean, he's also pretty cool, but it's a Landu, but I mean, how does he deal with that? Does anyone ever say, your wife's the boss?
No, do you know what? No one ever. I don't know if he's ever experienced it, but I think most people just generally assume it's him. But when we go for our meetings, he lets me take the lead, and I think we also kind of go in with the angle that it is a female-owned business, and we also work with female architect. So I think that's sort of, I don't know if any of the boys that we like hang around with ever say anything, but they know I'm a pretty strong, opinionated person, so they don't. Really. He's okay. He's very okay with it. We do work as a team. He takes on all the technical stuff.
I was going to say, what part does he play in it? Because obviously he doesn't do the building work, or he does.
He's carpenter. He did his trade at 16 in Australia.
Oh, that's amazing.
In Australia, it's quite a long process. To do trade. Apprenticeship. And so, and his family were all in the building industry. My family were. So we always had that connection that, we understood, we respected each other and each other's families and what they do. So he basically, he's still on the tools, and I let him run I don't let him, but he runs. I know. Sometimes I catch myself and it's like, that sounds so naughty. No, he does. He runs all the trades. And often, like, when we do the quotes, I'll still come to him and ask him certain, like, questions that I don't particularly understand or technical things. So I'd say he covers the technical questions, and I cover all the business and side of things when it comes to the client communication.
Yeah.
And the money, sometimes I have to just double check with him. But now I think that's something.
Double check with him, doesn't it?
Yeah. And now I think I'm sort of, because we've put in programs, I'm just going to set them up properly, and then I can just take on that completely now without him as well.
Yeah.
Charlotte, tell us a bit about yourselves or business and how you came into being part of the company, and your background, where you're from.
So obviously my name is Charlotte, and it's my dad's business. It's called Global Plastering Ltd. It was originally a plastering company. He did like dry lining, bits and bobs, got into external wall insulation, and is kind of like run with that ever since, even though the name has stayed the same, but it's been established since 2006. So he's already got that like brand identity, I guess, from word of mouth. It's not like a universal, everyone knows about it, but like what he has already made for himself is through that name. So
Yeah,
it just makes sense to keep it. And then I basically decided to like take it over, or we had a conversation about it. And so that's where we're at. Like I went to uni, lived away.
What did you study at uni?
Law. So I studied law at uni in Exeter.
Oh, so something completely different then. I thought you were going to say like
Completely
business
different.
studies or something like that.
I know, so different. And then left there. Then ended up working for an installation company that my dad, he needed a favour sort of thing. And he was like, oh, you come in, I'll help you, you help me, sort of whatever. So worked for them for a bit. And I was like, I really do enjoy like this industry, like being in it, whatever. And so he was like, oh, do you want to, that's how the conversation came up then, to like take it over. And I was like, yeah, great, like let's do it, why not? Like when I was younger, I'd always like go on site and I'd have like my pink high vis and a hard hat. And,
I loved that as well.
Yeah, and I'd be going
going to dad's site, like projects, like they were local,
pretending to like boss all the men homes and like whatever. And they'd be saying like, oh, your father's so hard, and I'd be like, no, he's lovely, like he's like a little teddy bear, like you just gotta like get to know him. And they're like, no, he's horrid. And I'm like, no, he's not. I'd be like, no, he's not. So, and like whatever. And then like when I was much younger, like before I like knew what I wanted to do career wise, I always thought I'd be working like for him, like, and then that kind of dream or that idea evaporated when I got older. And then so I'm glad I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
And it's like the perfect time to do it. My degree is not something that I would want to pursue. Like I left it after 2 years, so it wasn't something that I knew I wanted to go into. And the non-knowing what I wanted to do as well scared me.
It is scary. I had the same sort of thing.
Then when he proposed the idea of me taking it over, obviously he wants to retire. He's, getting on. He wants to kind of leave it, whatever. So I was like, yeah, great, let's do it. So that's where I'm at right now.
It's a nice bonding experience for you both as well that you'll forever share.
Yeah, some may say.
Yeah, you must be very proud.
Some may say. It's definitely difficult. I'd say it's probably more difficult working with, well, I don't know, I've never worked with a partner, but like working with my dad, it's hard sometimes to not take things personally.
Yeah, that's probably our biggest thing.
What I struggle with, obviously I'm so young, well, I'm 23, and I don't know the industry as well as he does. So I do value his opinion, and I obviously take that on board. But I need to like find my...
Yeah, and I bet it's very old school. Like obviously times have changed massively now. Like you're going to bring the new way in. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so it's very difficult sometimes when we disagree. I think he takes it a little bit more personally than I do. And then it's like, it's not personal. This is just the decision. Yeah. These are the conversations that need to be had, And then we go home and, we like won't speak when he walks past me, and then I'll say like, "Don't Papa," and he's like, "Yeah, okay," and then it's fine.
No.
But I think it's kind of paving that way for myself, outside of my father's help and advice and like nurturing, and to try and like make that path for myself. Is difficult, is what I'm finding. It's hard to do it like on my own.
You always will feel like a bit like you're behind their shadow or under their shadow a little bit. Like I always, even when you speak to clients or a lot of the trades, they'll automatically go to my partner. Or if it's one of my projects, like recently I've had a bathroom project and I got a team together and was like, right, guys, this is the job. You get it done for this price. And anytime there was something that they didn't like that I said, they would go back to my partner. So I'd come back like, John, don't go back to Alan. This is my job.
Yeah.
I'm your client.
Yeah.
You've got to see it like I'm your client.
Yeah.
So you're working for me, not my partner. So
he works for me.
I get the thing. By the way.
By the way.
But it is hard to take things personal. We've had that. Do you get that as well? Sometimes if it's a bit
I do.
site,
but I feel like so we work on completely two different sides of the company. So Tony wouldn't be able to tell you how I do my side. So I will do like all of like the bookkeeping, the admin, all of that side. But if you told me how to like put up a scaffold or do the pricing things like that, that's all on him. So I feel like he doesn't know my side. I don't know his, so we can't actually.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we can't. But yeah, I feel like Tony's like he's got quite a strong character, so he's quite alpha male and stuff like that. But it's funny because he likes to think he's the decision maker, and I like make him think he is. But if there's like a problem, like he'll ring me up. And he'll he'll be like, and like about an hour later, he'll ring me back. I was like, right, I thought what you said, like, you're right, sort of thing. Like, but he always has to, he thinks that I'm wrong, but then he'll think about it and he's like, no, you're actually right. Yeah. I'm going to do this. Like, yeah. But he'll still think it's his decision.
Yeah. When we first started with Hoam Build, I was on the tools with Alan.
Yeah.
And I think that's where at the start, being on the tools,
I could
sometimes see things could be done differently and more effectively.
Yeah.
Time management or cost.
Yeah.
And so I would look at things like that, whereas he's just like looking at things like get it done and, or I could see like he could train people in a different way or speak to people in a different way and would get better results. But that would never come across. Or he'd be stressed and then he would like, just his tone at me, I'd take it personally. But now, because I am not on the tools anymore, I think we work much better.
Like having separate roles. Yeah, no, definitely.
And it also helped me to understand the trades that I work with. Like they can't complain or sort of come at me with things and say like, well, you've never done this, because I'm like, well, I have. I've hung plaster. I've tiled bathrooms. I've laid underfloor heating. I've even bricked.
Actually love this.
I've helped with all these things, so I do have some experience. Maybe not your 20 years like you, but
you've got something.
I at least can. It does help in that way.
But
when you're running the different teams, definitely it helps.
I think I take great pleasure in letting them know I'm the boss. I know what I'm talking about,
Yeah, it can be a little bit of a power trip. You've got to rein it in a little bit. It's hard.
Definitely. But I kind of secretly love it. I'm
me too.
I dare you, doubt me, I dare you. I feel like egging it on until just for a little taste.
What's something that really bothers you? Like, do you ever go on the job work site?
No, I don't.
To visit?
No, I don't. I don't.
Health and safety or anything like that?
No, I haven't, to be fair. We actually have a health and safety guy as well that we use, and then he will go and do it. But that is more Tony's department as well. I'm generally just the person in the office really that deals with the invoicing, the payroll, all of the bookkeeping, the VAT returns. That's all.
You do sales as well.
We have actually now got a salesperson in that's coming over to take that role, but believe it or not, I'm actually not that confident on the phone. So I actually would hate just cold calling and stuff like that. I just can't do it. So if I would do if I was doing sales, it would be more emails and stuff like that, which I used to do, but I never used to call people up. I'd always get someone in to come and do that.
I hate talking on the phone, to be honest, but I am getting more confident doing this course.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's given me a lot more confidence to believe in myself.
Yeah. I've read a book once and it's called Just Effing Do It. Have you heard of it? Have you heard of it?
So, yeah.
But it is really good. And it's just if you don't just put yourself out there and just go and do it, your self-doubt always holds you back. Do you know what I mean? But no one else really cares. Do you know what I mean? So
And no one, when you're on sales visits, no one really knows you. They don't know your experiences. They don't know if you've been in the industry for 20 years or 1 year or 1 day.
Yes,
if you carry, it's how you carry yourself.
Yeah, no, definitely.
How much you believe in yourself. And that's a massive hurdle that I've had to overcome. It's feeling like an imposter.
Yeah.
But
you seem so confident though. I wouldn't see, I'm very sociable. Like, I could talk to anyone on the chatterbox. So, like, put me in a position like this and stuff, and I'm like, oh, like, I just hate it. Like, I get fast heart, like, do a presentation. I'm like, no, I can't do that. Like,
when they've come with the camera and they're like, can you do a review? I really struggle thinking.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't.
Yeah. And then this, I was like,
I didn't even want to do this. So.
But it's all right, isn't it?
No, it's
and
okay.
we're just having a chat.
Yeah,
it's nice.
No, it is nice.
Yeah, it is.
And, like, we can like speak about like when I first came here, I was like the only woman there, and I was like, oh, and then that's what really like made me think. I was like, actually, you know, I'm the only woman or girl, whatever. You're a woman. When I signed up, and I was like, oh, there's actually not that many.
There isn't.
There's not enough like exposure for women in this sort of industry.
I agree.
Primarily male-led run, you know.
Oh yeah,
male-dominant industry, which is quite hard, but also is like then our niche, you know.
Yeah,
and then it's what we make of that.
Does it spur you on a bit more? Like, I find when you're the only woman in the room, it almost is like, this is a challenge.
Yeah, I need to prove myself. But
just hold my head up high and just fake it till you make it.
Know
your stuff. Be confident ourselves.
Definitely.
Yeah, it takes a bit of balls to do it, but I think we're all pretty similar in that.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you want?
That's fantastic. You guys did amazing. I was just saying to Tony, did you say about that?
No, I didn't even know it started.
I know, when you were talking about him, he walked in, and I was like,
he knows. He don't care.
So, normally quite someone who's like literally constantly be like, right, and the next question is this. You guys just talk for 50 minutes.
Well, I didn't think we'd started yet.
No, I didn't.
Just talking a little bit.
Oh, this is Tony, by the way, guys.
Tony.
Come and sit here, babe.
What challenges are you facing? I guess how's business going? You know, just generalized business chat, and I wanted to have that, obviously, that women-centric piece, but yeah, just generalized business chat and what challenges are you facing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, we're not really facing any challenges so much
nice.
at the moment, though, are we? Like, yeah, we have done. We're on a good run. Oh, God. Am I allowed to say?
You can. We've probably all been through it.
Oh, yeah. But when we first bought our house, that was just an awful year. That was. Everything just went wrong that year. So it was like our biggest job to date that we was... That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'd happily tell you guys after, but there was a huge accident. So
there was an accident,
like on site, like there was a storm, put it that way, and something very bad happened. Which at the time, like, so my uncle, he had like a massive building company, and part of his retirement agreement was that when he leaves, like, we was to take over all of the scaffolding, which was fine. So we've actually downsized at the moment, but we was a lot bigger at the time. So we had like 4 gangs on, I think, then. So we had this big construction site going on. It was our biggest like job to date. We had to buy quite a few materials and stuff for it, so we'd put quite a bit of money into it. And then there was an accident on site, and it just put us back hundreds, thousands. It was bad, wasn't it? And then it cost us the continuous contracts that we had. I think am I right in saying that the next contract we had was like going to be about £1 million worth for? Yeah, but like there were continuing contracts, and then we ended up like sort of losing it all. And at the time, we had a baby that was 1. I was like, we just moved into our first house that we'd bought. which was an absolute shambles. Everything was going wrong in there. We like just moved from this nice little new build that we was renting into this damp hellhole. And yeah, so I was heavily pregnant with Albert, and then he was born. Yeah, and it was just awful. Like at points as well, like we literally had nothing, and we're quite proud people. Like we wouldn't really ask anyone for help. So I was even going to the supermarket with like the change jar, putting it into the coin thing, and was it Coinstar, whatever it is, and like sometimes like we had like £13 and I'd have to try and like buy milks and like try and just get everything like that. But it's made us stronger, and I think you appreciate even me even doing stuff like that, because like stuff like that doesn't bother me. Like if we're going through bad, like we're going to go and do it together. But yeah, that we have had loads of different challenges, but yeah, at the moment we're actually doing all right, aren't we?
Touch wood.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're having a very good
It definitely builds character, and just like become stronger together. If you get
Yeah.
through it together, then you know not much else will sort of, you can take on anything
Yeah,
Definitely not
and weather the storm.
definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a pun there.
Oh, yeah. Didn't realise. We had something similar. The previous business we had someone come and take a lot of money that we trusted. We were on a holiday, and we entrusted that person. They were even in our house looking after our dog.
Yeah,
And
oh gosh,
we just been granted a loan, and he was also, we were taking him on to, make him a foreman for other sites. And yeah, he went to clients, took cash money from them, like accepted cash payment,
gosh,
took money from us. And that in turn, he went to Poland and spent like 50 grand in like 3 days. It was ridiculous. Luckily, a lot of it was covered by the bank, but not with the client.
How long ago?
And there was like 3 projects that basically we ended up losing because of him. And then that business we had to close, and that's why we started Hoam Build from scratch. So it's rebuilding together.
So how long have you
bought a house that year as
well?
well.
Have you? Oh.
And
added to the stress.
So we've got 2 girls, they're teenagers now, but yeah, same year, new dog, everything, new house.
So how long has
hectic.
The new business been running for now?
5 years. So we started in June 2020, and and I mean, look, we're on the up, but we've also got, earlier this year we had a client that was late with every payment, and then she ended up, it was a very quick turnaround. I think you've got to be careful of the ones that are too easy.
Yeah.
That's what we've realized. And she was a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, she's now trying to sue us for 50 grand. There's all the evidence. She's got nothing. Like, I feel pretty confident in our case. But it's still like in the back of my mind, I'm still stressing about it.
Yeah, it's stressful.
So, but we've won projects since. She's put like horrible reviews saying all sorts of stuff.
And
that is
when that happens,
it's like, but that's hard. I take things very when it's your business, it's your family, and we're very, like what you guys are. We're very proud people. We don't ask for help. We don't, even asking a friend to put a review like that we've actually done his loft. I struggle to even push people for that. But you kind of have to. You just kind of got to try and get as many reviews to shove it down there so people don't get to that one, I guess. But it's hard because then when people are like, okay, I'll do my due diligence and check, and you're like, oh my God, that's there. Even though I've replied and addressed the issues and said it's a legal matter. But
so how do you go then in being able to take that down? It's quite hard to take down a bad review.
You can't. I've tried to contact. I even sent her a letter of defamation.
Yeah, and like proof.
She's not ignored that, and your insurance doesn't cover a defamation claim.
It's terrible.
So that, I think, is going to be there forever. I don't know, unless I can somehow manage to get, like, when it goes to court, if it does, we haven't been told yet, because she was late with her questionnaire.
Yeah.
So if it does, I'm hoping I can somehow get that as a
taken down.
Yeah. But
it's not great.
No, but we've won a few on the upside. We've won a few contracts. We've got a few booked in for next year.
Love that.
So you know what? Come at me, and I'll just come back stronger.
Yeah,
that's how I see it as. Yeah, it's a challenge.
Have you got any challenges you're facing?
Not really. At the moment, obviously, like, it's very new. I think the challenges at the moment is actually starting.
Yeah,
I think getting all the systems in place. Like, we did have a So I had another company which we've closed because instead of taking over global, we started up a new one, CH Energy, and we just found that it was very, very expensive to get any like accreditations, all the tickets. It was so expensive because I had no credit history. Everything was like they wanted 10 grand up front and da 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 da. So we were like, right, that's not really gonna work, you know. So he said, let's just do it through global. We've got all the credit history, we've got all the relationships so it just was easier doing it that way. So we closed that. I wasn't worried. We hadn't really taken off anyway. Like that was in the very like fetus stage of a business, you know, so I wasn't that bothered. Then obviously taking this on. So it's just like employing people, and my dad has done a few like hobbles or a few jobs at the moment, and like the people he's got on who've worked with him, you know, they're in their 60s now. Would I want them to do the work for me?
Yeah.
No, you know, so it's kind of finding the right sort of employees, installers, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's the hardest part. Ones you can trust as well.
I'm really
nervous. Scaffolders, they're the worst.
I'm really nervous about like employing office admin, because it's just going to be me and, you know, the poor soul who's going to be in there with me. I need to, you know, I'm a chatterbox. I don't shut up. And if they have got, you know, personality of a bent spoon, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get on with them.
Hey, what is that personality of a person?
Just like someone, I don't know, it's just, your personalities just don't align. Like, boring or a bit.
Yeah.
With no sense of humour.
You get to choose who it is.
True, but then it's like if their actual personality is like reveals a couple of months down the line, you can't just sack them for having a shit personality. Sorry. But you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Culture fit doesn't fit.
Yeah, and I think just getting everything in place ready. So there's not many challenges right now, but actually setting it up and going, like it's almost there, but just trying to get it up as best as I can. I want like the office side to be as good as it can be, and like, you know, the foundations of it before I then just start running before I can walk, you know. So that's really the only challenge.
Do you have a sort of estimated time frame that you want to be like completely up and running?
I'm hoping before Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So because I left my job in the end of October, so then went straight into this office like that following Monday.
Yeah.
So I've only really been there for a couple of weeks so far. So, but I'm hoping before Christmas.
Oh, that's good.
At least the end of December, latest is what I'm hoping for. So
excellent.
Is that going to be your first staff recruitment and admin? Is that what you're going to go for?
I think so. Yeah. Because we've had a few jobs come through, and like people who know my dad or want EWI work, which isn't that common, or not common, but not a lot of people do it because of how bad the press was for it and how everything kind of just went up in flames. People were doing the jobs wrong, they got evaluated, and it was just a whole thing. So not a lot of people are doing it anymore because it's so hard. You've got to jump through so many hoops.
Right.
On the compliance side, it's probably the hardest measure for compliance, I'd say.
Yeah.
But then I just thought, well, that's my niche. You know, if not many people are doing it, I'm a woman. Like, you know what I mean? Compliance. It's not easy, but you know, I may as well try it. If not many people are doing it, that is, I guess, my niche. I need to get an admin person in, and I can't. We've had a few jobs in, but we haven't got any of the accreditations or the tickets yet to actually do the work. So that is like, it's kind of like a catch-22.
Yeah.
We've got the jobs coming in, but I haven't got the tickets. I'm waiting to get ticketed, and I'm like, oh, the job is going to pass. But it is what's meant to be, will be. But yeah, admin, I think, is next, because I've literally, like, the first day I went into that office, I went home with a migraine, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do. And I feel like I'm with my dad, but a lot of it is, on me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's your,
There
like,
is
he's
a
like,
lot
this is not me and you, this is you, and I'm just here as a safety net, or like, just for advice and help, but it's yours, now.
Yeah.
So my head was just like, oh my gosh, like all the things that I've got to do. In my other job, it was mind-numbing work. I could go in and do it, asleep. Like there wasn't a lot of thinking going on in my previous job. It was very easy. It wasn't a taxing job. You could just do it. You didn't have to think much about what you was doing. So to leave that is such a quick turnaround. Like that Friday I left, and the Monday our office with lists.
Aww.
Yeah, it was a lot to it was very overwhelming, but
yeah, I feel like admin stuff is important though, because otherwise it's like you said, it's all on you, and it's not going to free you up to be able to do what you want to do. Like it's like if Tony was doing like the admin and what I do, he wouldn't be able to do it and be on the tools and do the things like so.
Have you ever done the recruitment component yet? No. Because I'd say that's the only thing is they say sales first before admin. Right? But if you've got sales, if you've got the jobs in from your dad's...
that's not really through sales, or I think more than just word of mouth, or we know you were doing this. So
it's his sort of history in the area.
Yeah, as opposed to us advertising in the sales and whatever, because that scares me. The sales, I think what it is like, I've got all the social media set up.
Oh, that's good.
I've not posted anything yet, and I don't know why I care.
I know this social media. Do you do your social media?
I do, yeah, I do. I mean, not as much as I should be doing at the moment, but I do the social.
Mine is lacking completely. I set it all up. Went sort of. It's mostly pictures, started a few videos, used to do stories. When I was on site, it was easy.
Because you have to
I'll do like this little video of a progress once a week, walk through the property so people could see the difference. Last week, this week. But I'm not on site as often, so we don't do that as much.
It's like I want to block everyone who could possibly ever know me in my village.
That's it, isn't it?
And when they do it, and I'm like, but that's not going to work.
So what's this on? Like, what social media platform are you talking about? Like TikTok, Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah, so we're
Facebook,
Instagram and Facebook.
And I said to my dad, I said, I think we should make a TikTok video. And he was like, oh, what? And I was like, got a TikTok video. And he was like, but do it more. I was like, I don't know, whatever's trending. And it's just...
See, this is what you can bring into the business, though, that he would be able to... This is the new way.
But I'm not very... good with technology, even though I'm 23.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should.
I'm not great.
I
once tried that with we had like 5 guys on site, bricklayers. We were still digging out some trenches or foundations, and I was digging. We're throwing bags. And I was like, we should do a TikTok. I saw this really random one or Instagram. Let's do it. And Al's like, my partner is just like, there's no dancing on a building site. There's no kissing on a building site, and there's no dancing on a building site.
There is now.
Oh, I'm breaking the kissing rule. There will be. Is there laughing on it or fun on a building site?
Yeah.
Although I do have a story. One time we're doing a loft, and we'd taken out the window that was in the loft, and this before the roof was taken away, and we were only on the rafters balancing. There was not really any boards put down yet, and we had the scaffolding up and everything, and I just sort of went. He was on the scaffolding at the back, and I sort of popped up through the window, and I'm like pretending to DJ. And he's like, "You're an idiot. What are you doing? Please don't do that. We're very professional here." And I'm like, "Come on, have some fun. Take a video." And he did. And then I turned around and I fell through the roof.
Oh no!
And I refused to tell him that I did that. He didn't hear it, and like I didn't fall completely, but like I had this massive gash on my leg. And I had to go to a Botox appointment afterwards.
I was
like, "Oh, I'm just going to go have lunch and go to my appointment." blood pouring down my leg. I come in and she's like, what's
no.
that? I'm like, just ignore the blood.
Yeah.
Continue with what you need to do. I need to go back to site after this. And then it wasn't until we got home. He's like, what the heck have you done? And I was like, nothing. It's just a small gut. It's fine. It's just a bit of wood scratched. And then I told him eventually. He's like, this is why I say no. It's just, there's no fun on a building site.
But then it's like, how do you like become brand aware or like make your brands
Different
on social media?
Be a point of difference.
When I'm trying to explain to my dad about like social media, and I said, oh, like maybe we should do like this TikTok, like whatever, as a joke, like in the office or whatever. And he's like, but how does that correlate to insulation? He's like, how does that correlate to insulation and what we're doing? And I was like, it doesn't. But
no, but it gets
like
you.
the views.
Yeah.
And he's like, does that work? I don't know. And I said, neither do I don't know, but it's funny,
Yeah, no, definitely.
But then it's like, where do you draw the line from being professional?
That is a hard one.
That is a hard one.
I think
showing that you're, I don't know, like fun or whatever you're trying to portray.
Yeah.
To gather views for your brand, where do you then like distinguish professionalism to having a laugh and trying to put your brand out there? Do you know what I mean?
No, definitely.
Because I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Trade Mastermind Trade Secrets podcast. If you want to find out how Trade Mastermind can help you further, head to our website trademastermind.co.uk and don't forget to like and subscribe.